Hi, everybody. This is Carolyn with Professional Communications and Digital Marketing. Here we have the star of the week. Of course, we have Cody N. Carter. Thank you so much, Cody, for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited. I saw the other day when we were at the Holiday Mixer, Cody and I have been meeting at Brian Hughes Business Connections. And so, Cody, you were announcing there the movie itself, although you had brought it up beforehand as well, because it came out back in August, right? It was released in August?
Yes, August 25th. Yes.
Yes. And the name of the movie is called Last Shot. But I wanted to read a little bit to the audience the information about Cody. And so his biography actually says just a little bit about here. The information that we have is that he was doing his acting debut in Charlotte's Web on the theater production in 1998. Since then, having appeared in over 20 film, television, commercial, and theater productions in various showcases in the span of his 15 years career. Cody has worked alongside the likes of Julia Dreyfus, Clifton Powell, Gary Sturgis, Justin Timberlake, Kate Winslet, to name a few, and was personally trained by Sopranos star Tony Rossi in an extensive active workshop at Pearl Studios in New York City. So, Cody, tell me about your production right now with Last Shot. I saw the trailer. I want to get that movie to watch it and keep it in my
Hey,
credenza there. So, tell me about it. How was it?
well, make sure you guys go check it out. It's out now. It was a great experience. This was my lead role debut in a feature film. So this is my first time essentially having my own movie. Um, and I always wanted to conquer that milestone because I know that in order to get to certain levels, you have to accomplish certain levels. So I always wanted to know what it felt like to have my own project. I always was a co-star or, a feature role, but to have my own role as a lead was pretty cool. And the movie itself just took you on a roller coaster. It's an emotional movie. With a lot of messages about fatherhood, about freedom, about decision making, and my character gives you that roller coaster of emotion. And this was a good experience as far as that went. I had crying, I had some laughing, I had a lot of serious moments, and it just challenged me as an actor, and I think it gave me that confidence to be better, be bigger as I continue to grow in my career, and also led to some pretty great opportunities as well.
Yeah, I see that you have taken on seriously this role. And what was the biggest challenge about taking that role for this movie?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a huge challenge. It just was more or less just I guess just the preparation of certain things. Like as far as like it's a scene in there where I'm crying in the basement. Just the emotional domain, and I like that. I like that because, like I said, it gave me a challenge. It gave me a reason to push myself to a different limit. Um, but overall, I think the movie itself was fun. The director Terrence Arlen made it very fun, made it real warm, and me and him built a great relationship while filming. So it wasn't really a challenge because I was just so hungry. In 2016, I was very hungry. So you know, I was like, just give me any role and I'm gonna conquer it. And a funny backstory: this movie was slated for like a 35 or older gentleman, and he ended up liking my audition and gave me an opportunity. So I'm very, very thankful, very thankful.
That's a very good story right there about Last Shot. If you have to talk about the director and the script itself and everything that had to do from scenery to locations to anything that had to do with production itself, who else besides you is gonna blow people's minds away in the movie itself? What other actor or people that you interacted with in the movie is gonna be a big impact?
For sure. Carlo Campbell. People are gonna love Carlo Campbell. Chris Cream. He played the villain. Very, very great actor. I learned so much from him. The young guy who plays my son in the movie, Sincere McDaniels, killed it, killed it. And like I said, the director, the writing, the cinematography, some great locations from the jails to just the different textures that they had on set. Like the lighting itself gives you like that dramatic, cinematic feel. So it gives you a good mood. The scenes, the locations was pretty epic. But I think everybody involved. This was Terrence Arlen's first actual directorial debut. So we was all learning as we went, and it turned out to be a pretty great success. And led to some great things that we could definitely discuss also.
Yes, I am excited about it, and I want to talk
Yes.
to people about that. And I wanted to do the interview with you since I saw you last Thursday night. If you have to say something, what sort of person is going to love this character, the one that you play?
I say the person that's trying to find themselves. This movie is for the person who maybe on their last shot at love, the person who's on their last shot at freedom. This movie touches on so much decision making, love, betrayal, loyalty, trust. So this movie hits on so many different points. I have gotten so many different messages from seniors to kids who told me that something in this movie, no matter what part of the movie it was, they felt something, So I think this movie resonates with everybody, every demographic as well, no matter where you're from, no matter what your class is in life, this movie is for you. It's definitely for everybody, for sure.
I'm glad to hear. If you had to play any other character in that movie, who would it be? Would it be the villain or a father figure or anybody else?
Yeah, if I had to play anybody, I would play my cousin. The guy Carlo Campbell played my cousin, and he was just fun. Like he brought that fun dynamic. He was fun. He was like in the movie. I have no parents or anything, so he was like my father figure. He was my mentor, and I loved his character. Also, the probation officer. When y'all see the probation officer, he was just a very just mean guy. I liked his role too. I would love to play his role too. So them two, Carlo and the parole officer. Sure.
When I saw first time that Brian Hughes brought it up to us into the group, and I saw the film, the first photo of it and everything, I wanted to see it because I am a fan of action movies, but also of good story movies, good endings and good stories that give you a good advice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite movie, if you could tell me?
My favorite movie, it's tough. I say I'm a big fan of Bradley Cooper, so Silver Linings Playbook, that's like one of my favorites. He's my favorite. I like Menace to Society. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Yeah.
Those are my top three. Inception, Leonardo DiCaprio. That was an amazing movie as well. Because it was just it was very different. I like different roles.
Right.
So those are my top ones right there.
It gives an idea to any director that is watching. Look at what he likes and look at his ideas. So,
Sure.
if it could be any type of movie, that's well but oriented. But one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about in terms of movie making, the roles that you play so far, And also because you have a history of doing commercials and theater when you were growing up,
Yes.
is there some scene that you would like to duplicate yourself if you were given the chance? Because, you know, I'm Al Pacino girl. I wish I could say hello to my little friend, you know, that sort of thing. But if there's something that you would like to say, well, I would love to be Devil Wears Prada or something like that. But, you know, if there's some role that you would like to duplicate.
For sure, I would love to duplicate. I actually want to do this, and I am going to do it eventually. I want to do remake the Will Smith scene in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when when he was talking about losing his father. I would love to do that scene over because I actually can relate to that in real life. So I would love to redo that scene for sure. I think all actors want to redo that Denzel scene, you know, in Training Day. You know, that's a legendary scene too. But yeah, definitely those would be my top two right there. Classic moments.
Right. Uh, so let's talk a little bit and let's go back in time and talk about your history and your story. Um, you were born here in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia?
Yeah, born in Philadelphia, raised in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. So uh, all my youth and stuff was spent in Severn, Maryland, in Anne Arundel County. Yeah.
So you're back and forth. If you have to go filming and everything, then you obviously would have to go. But if we're going to talk about your youth, you started, is it modeling? Was it?
Yeah, yeah. My first thing I got into after after the Charlotte's Web and stuff like that, I got back into it doing runway. I was doing modeling, and then that led to theater. And then at the time, showcases was a big thing, so I
Mhm.
started talent showcases and stuff like that, and just started networking from there. And then I realized, I want to learn more about the film side as well. So I started taking more classes and stuff like that. Started auditioning more, tried to find some management, didn't do so well. People told me I wasn't good enough. I didn't have the talent, etc. So I just had to, just put my head down and just start focusing. And then, certain friends I knew was doing music videos or doing some type of something, and I hopped in it. And, some of the stuff, you can look it up on my YouTube. I got some old stuff on my YouTube. Then I ended up landing in a web series, and the web series led to me being on HBO's Veep as an extra. And that was my first time really being an extra, and that's when I worked next to Julia Dreyfus. And just being around those caliber of people, all the leads in that series is all legends. So just being next to those people at the time when I really was wet behind the ears with acting, I was just like so blown away. And just seeing moments like that, I always was like, I want more moments like this, but I know it's gonna take work. And living in Maryland, it's hard to really pursue entertainment because it's not really much going on. The biggest thing that happened in Maryland was Veep, The Wire. Other than that, it's not really nothing significant filmed in Maryland. So I knew that in order to really pursue what I wanted to pursue, I had to come at least further up north because this where I would come up this way anyway for my showcases or my, in New York and stuff like that. So I was like, I just need to be somewhere in this area. So, just had to make it happen.
It makes sense, of course. I just wanted to tell you, to talk to you a little bit more, and of course, put an example here for everyone to see. And this is something that I myself feel very happy to share with you. So bear with me for a moment. I'm going to share the screen. And Cody, this is inspirational for me to see that you actually did this type of commercial.
We learned as little boys, we're not supposed to feel sad, afraid, lonely, depressed.
We don't cry. We don't ask for help.
We pretend not to feel anything at all.
Depression is something that happens to someone else.
Until it happens to us. And then it seems hopeless.
It's not about dying. It's about ending the pain.
Some people call it a permanent solution. So a temporary problem. But that can be hard to remember when you're alone in your pain. Reach out.
Reach out to someone who's suffering.
Reach out to someone who will listen.
Just one question can make all the difference.
Help me remember I'm not alone. Just ask, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I gotta say, congratulations on doing that. That was a great campaign on depression and suicide prevention. So I just wanted to mention that, Cody, that you are an amazing person for working on this project. So how was your experience on this?
Wow, that was that was an amazing experience for a few reasons. One, I come from a family who battled depression and stuff like that. So, you know, I also mentored some kids and stuff like that years ago. You know, so that was very personal. And you know, I always said as I continue to grow and as I continue to find my lane and continue to find what my real purpose, what entertainment is, and I realized my purpose is really to inspire. My purpose is really to give the people who may have felt overlooked, may have felt unappreciated, and give them some hope. You know, because I always was that person that people overlook. Like I told you, it was agents that told me I wasn't good enough. It was management that told me I didn't have talent. And I could have easily been one of those people who just, you know, took what they said and you know what, I'm gonna just go do this job. I'm gonna just go do this. But I knew what I knew what I wanted. I wanted more. And they didn't see it, but I saw what I wanted. You know, so as I continue to build my career, I pick and choose like certain commercials and stuff like that because I want my portfolio, when it's all said and done, I want the campaigns I represent to represent who I am in real life. Like I want people to watch my commercials and feel something. I want people to watch my movies and feel something. So that's where that motivation came. And when I did it and I met the people on set who really was battling that stuff, I met kids, I met their parents, and they all were on set, you know, and that was just like the ultimate motivation, you know, to keep doing what I'm doing and hear those people tell me their stories and tell me, you know, thank you for doing this commercial. People reached out after that commercial. Thank you. And that's what it's all about right there, for sure.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your wish of trying to share with people who you are as a person and that it would transpire through your acting. And, you know, some actors can be good at acting and everything, but some people have that natural way to show and bring in the people's awareness and also have some empathy. So it brought in empathy at the time I was watching it, and also the awareness of this is happening around us and we have to make sure that we take care of people. And men also suffer of depression and should ask questions. So, and going on to now Last Shot, I just wanted to say that I have a video here of Last Shot. I'm going to share just the trailer itself again. So I'm excited about it. And yeah, so let me see if I could get it for you here. Of course, I have to prepare and share this.
Nicholas Ayers, you are now an ex-convict. 3975 Hershey Place. Your cousin, Mark Toomer.
It's you.
You are to report to my office daily. And remember, freedom is more important than pride.
10 years to just think about Rosalind, Kevin, you. This is all I have. You are all I have. I'm a convicted felon. I need this job.
You a drinker? Heed my warning. It's that simple.
Tell me a little bit about you.
Sure you ready for all that?
Hey, yo, when you gonna come get down with us?
I won't do it.
Find out you soft like your pops.
This guy Smack is no one to play with.
But you already know that. One of Smack's boys.
You can't be under my roof, put me in jeopardy. You must think I'm a joke.
I just did 10 years in the pen. I'm not going back.
Get out of my way.
Where you go?
You know what you're thinking.
Let me get this right. No one seems to know what's going on.
It's not about the man I was 10 years ago. I can't change yesterday.
You know what? You just like the rest of this family.
In life, we make plenty of mistakes. For me, this is my last shot.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Excellent job. So I'm very happy to have you there. Oh, your screen went black. I can't see your face. There you are. So I just want to say thank you so much, Cody, for sharing this minutes with us on Facebook Live. And I'm going to tell people to please watch your movie, and congratulations again. Also, congratulations on your family. I heard you have a child also. You have children?
Yes. Yeah, I have two sons. Yep.
Okay. So I just want to say congratulations on your family, and I know kids inspire us to do amazing things, and I know you're going to do amazing things.
Yes, man.
Congratulations again.
And make sure you guys go see it. Last Shot everywhere. Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Vudu, Fandango, DirecTV, Comcast. And like I said, man, Last Shot, is out. And I start my next role this week. So a lot of great things happening.
Excellent. So I'll see you. You're going to be in the next project of HBO, the feature HBO series with Kate Winslet.
Yeah, Mayor of Easttown. I think that comes out 2021. So yeah, look out for that. I did two episodes with her. But I think they got me slated just for one. So, but It was just cool, man, working with a legend. I got scenes with her. That was the most epic experience ever. So, yeah. And then, I'm working on Elementary, actually produced by the same people who did Last Shot. So that's the movie I'm starting this week coming up. So I'm excited. And then, also LA management. I have LA management now because of this movie. So many people saw this movie and reached out. So this movie was just such a big blessing. So I want you guys to share this experience with me. This is probably the movie that's going to make my career, because it's the movie that like catapulted me and put me in visible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always gonna remember this moment for sure.
Absolutely, I'm going to remember it as well, and I'm very proud of having met you and to do the interview with you, and we look forward to seeing your other projects, and I'm happy to see you. And don't be a stranger. Even if you go to Hollywood, become a star, just remember the good old days when we talked and everything, and keep in touch.
Will do. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Take care, Cody. This was Carolyn Pachas with Digital Marketing and Professional Communications with Cody N. Carter, the star of the movie.